Send it.
His buddy is Tatiana Ulrich.
Let me know when it starts.
In right field, for the Eagles of
What'd you
Morehead
say?
State,
So it's
number
background
14,
until I hear?
Jake Hammond.
And it jumps up.
His buddies are
So, but it jumps up when I talk, though.
Komarinsky. At third base, number 20,
So that's better.
Jaspers of Manhattan, Richie Garmella. His buddies Riley Jackson and Tucker Jackson. At shortstop, number 1 from the Thundering Herd of Marshall University, Elvis Carrasco.
Good evening, everybody, from a muggy Shuttleworth Park here in Amsterdam, New York. We bring you Amsterdam Mohawks baseball against the Glens Falls Dragons of the PGCBL Eastern Division. We will have lineups for you in just a minute. But first, to address why we don't have a shot of the field today, we have been playing around with a couple of different technical setups, and we'll actually be getting, hopefully, a new camera in, if not for a game tomorrow, the games after that. So that hopefully will be something that will happen ahead of time for us versus later in the season. And when that does happen, we will actually hope to have a shot from either right behind home plate or the same shot that we've had just in HD. So you'll actually have a better view of the field, be able to see the scoreboard, and as you can see, we'll have score updates starting tonight right on our live stream. You can also still follow along on Twitter for Twitter updates, as we currently have the American flag coming out to the field. And we will take a pause for the national anthem as you're to the Amsterdam Mohawks Radio Network here on YouTube Live. Beautiful rendition, of the national anthem there by Bailey Field. As we will give you a quick recap on what has happened with the Mohawks over the past couple of days. First off, on Tuesday night, they took on the Oneonta Outlaws here at Shuttleworth and were beaten 9-1. Connor Manoas out of Indiana started that game for them, and he gave up 5 runs. 4 of them scored in the first, and 3 runs were scored by the Outlaws in the 9th. The lone bright spot in that game was Shane Muntz. He hit a home run. And the PGCBL schedule yesterday was rained out entirely except for Elmira at Saugerties, which was actually, it ended up being suspended, so Elmira made that trip. Today, out of caution for Elmira, they canceled the Elmira at Albany game. So I don't know what their scheduling was like on that, if they had to go back to Elmira then come back here or what, but either way it caused that game to be canceled. Which, speaking of the Eastern Division and matchups within it, not only does this game have a huge implication, as we have the first pitch players currently on the field, but not only does this game have a huge implication on the Eastern Division due to the fact that all 5 teams are within half a game of each other because of scheduling conflicts, rainouts. Not everyone has played the same amount of games. Albany currently stands at 9-8. That won't change today with their rainout, where Glens Falls stands at also tied for first with the Saugerties Stallions and the Albany Dutchmen, but the Dragons and the Stallions are both 10-9 with a winning percentage of .526, which is below Albany's .529. However, Glens Falls can have an outright win. If they win outright, then they will actually take over first place, or at least move into a tie. Saugerties will be playing Adirondack tonight in Boonville, and we'll hopefully have updates for that as we go on in this broadcast. But the Mohawks currently sit at 9-9 at 500, tied for last place with the Oneonta Outlaws at 8-8. So both of those teams are only a half game back, according to the East Division. But with so many teams with similar records, it's now starting to become that point in the season where you really have to ramp it up and try and cover some ground, win and put some streaks together, try and win 3, 4, 5 in a row, which the Mohawks have done so well over the past few seasons and since their inception within the PGCBL. Of course, they played in the NYCBL before that. But since 2011, the Mohawks have not missed the playoffs. They've won 3 or 4 PGCBL titles in that time, most recently in 2016. But we will now, as we have pregame currently going on, warm-ups for the top here at Shuttleworth Park. I'll give you the Glens Falls lineup. Batting first at shortstop from the University of Albany, number 15, Nick Kondo. Batting second at center field from Fairfield College, number 1, Danny Ryan. Batting third, playing left field from Cornell University, number 31, Josh Arndt. Batting cleanup, the catcher from LIU Post, number 40, Anthony Vaglica. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from Siena College, number 6, Matt Hamill. Batting sixth, the third baseman from Azusa Pacific College, number 25, Phoenix Hernandez. Batting seventh, the first baseman from LIU Post, number 35, Zach Fritz. Batting eighth from Bellarmine College is the second baseman, number 10, Justin Rouse. And then batting ninth will be the right fielder who will be attending Marist College in the fall, number 28, Brian Hart. On the mound for the Dragons will be Anthony Ethington out of Bellarmine College, which has been the Dragons' go-to ace so far this season. He's 3-0 with a 1.44 ERA. But first we will see Nick Kondo come to the plate against the Mohawk starter in Zach Durant out of Herkimer College. And Zach has been holding his own on the mound this season as that first pitch is in there for a strike on Kondo, and we are underway. Kondo so far this season, as that one is fouled back into the screen behind home plate. Kondo is hitting .305 for the Dragons, 18 for 59, 15 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 21 walks, which leads the team by far. The next closest person is Nate Cobb with 12, as that one is in there for a ball, off the plate. Makes it 1-2. Kondo also leads the team in stolen bases with 12, as they've been very aggressive, as we have a call for time here by the umpire, as Kondo had stepped out. Behind him is Danny Ryan with 9, who is batting second. So they're very aggressive at the top of the order running, as that one is fouled off out of play. Stays 1 and 2 to give you the Mohawks lineup as the top of the first goes on here. Batting first, playing center field out of St. John's University, number 6, Mike Antico for the Mohawks, as that one misses just inside from Durant. It's 2 and 2. Batting second for the Mohawks is the right fielder from Morehead State University, number 14, Jake